Drake dropped, one of the biggest artists in the entire world. He dropped his new album, For All the Dogs. And there's been a lot to talk about this week. So we're going to break it down layer by layer. First of all, we're going to talk about an overall review of the album. Now, I have not gone through the entire album because like most Drake albums, it's way too long. But for the songs that I have heard, there has been, to me personally, there's been, it seems like a lack of interest in making an album. I have not heard anything, even production-wise, that got me like, whoo, from Drake. I mean, there's been songs where I'm like, yeah, that could have been something. That could have been something amazing. Wow. And it just dryness. Drake really likes to whisper on tracks. He really likes to breathe hard, and then do his little whisper. But Jesus, like, that's fine for a couple songs, but we want some substance. I had to go back and listen to some old Drake projects. I was listening to Views. I was listening to More Life. I was listening to If You're Reading This, It's Too Late. And there's dry Drake on there throughout that whole throughout all those projects, but the beats are what really like gets you in that emotion. And these beats, they just didn't amp up to me. Again, I haven't heard the whole album. I've heard a nice amount of the album though. But when I'm listening to these old Drake songs, those beats, like they change, they get more emotional. You feel the whatever emotion you're supposed to feel from that song is in that beat. A lot of times before Drake even says a word. And then he comes in with the word, so you got it, that beat. And I'm just listening like, golly, Drake, maybe you do need to get away from Yachty. Where's 40? I need 40. I need 40 right now. I don't know. I know 40 has health issues, so maybe he can't do what he used to do, so Drake has to go to other people. But golly, like, there's got to be somebody else that can mimic him. You know what I'm saying? He didn't mentor nobody. Yeah, like I said, I got much love for Drake. And I think, to me, Drake is probably my number 3 of all time. My number 2 of all time with music, as far as like just the ability to make songs, Drake is probably my number 3 of all time lyrically. And I'm listening to this like, he's got a song with J. Cole, and J. Cole just goes spazzing out, just goes crazy, lyric bar for bar, and you thinking, okay, now Drake got to come with them bars, because we know Drake got bars. If you're a real Drake fan, you know Drake got bars. And he started breathing heavy and whispering on the song. I'm like, come on, dude, stop. Really? Right now? This is not the time for that. This is time for you to go ahead and spaz on that mic. But it is what it is, man. Am I disappointed with it? I'm very disappointed with the album. And honestly, I have to reflect. I have not been satisfied with a Drake project since More Life. More Life was the last time that I actually that I really enjoyed a Drake album from beginning to end. Scorpion was okay. I wouldn't say I enjoyed it. It was okay, but More Life was the last time like I really had a good time with a Drake album. I'm like, I want to hear these songs again. I want to hear him sing these songs live. And I haven't heard that in a while. So he said he's going to take a break because health issues. And maybe he needs to take a break just to get back in tune with himself and get that mojo back. And, you know, as a Drake fan, I'm disappointed. Again, I want to preface, I have not heard the entire album, but from what I have heard, I'm disappointed. And I actually cut off the album to go listen to some old Drake so I can have some fun, because I was really bored. I was bored from this album so far. Anyway, but yeah, that's my take. What do you think? I know a lot of people got a lot of different opinions. So if you like the album, that's great. If you hate the album, that's what it is. Nobody should be forced to feel any way. You know, feel what you feel about the project. It's an album. You can have an opinion. That's all good. So tell me what you feel. It's the WACC podcast. Yeah.
Talk whack to me. Talk whack to me.
Yeah.
Talk whack to me. Talk whack to me.
It's the WACC podcast. Yeah.
Talk whack to me. Talk whack to me.
Yeah.
Talk whack to me. Talk whack to me.